Hey, how's it going? I'm Nwadiwe, and this is The Fighting Show, the show where we take some of pop culture's best fighting scenes and break them down and see what's realistic and what's not. Today, we're gonna be looking at Elektra in Marvel's Daredevil and the Defenders series on Netflix. We're gonna see the difference between a sparring match and when it gets a little bit more lethal. So I got an expert waiting inside, and we're gonna show you our stuff. We might do that. Keep your eyes peeled. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be right back. Go! I'm here with Lauren Mary Kim, our expert for the day. Tell us a little bit more about yourself before we jump into everything.
So I've been in the stunt business for about 12 to 13 years. I've been doubling Elodie Young, who plays Elektra on the Daredevil and Defenders series.
Oh, that's dope. Let's jump into the context of this scene. So what's going on in this scene with the boxing ring where they're just going at it?
Well, this is a flashback scene of them in college, actually, and she knows he's blind, but she suspects that he has heightened abilities or maybe fighting abilities, and so she's trying to probe that out of him.
Oh, yeah.
So it's very playful and flirty because this is very new in their relationship as well. So they're not really trying to kill each other.
Okay, so we're only going to break down a small portion of the scene because it goes on for quite some time, and then the fighting turns into not fighting. So let's just take it from the top. Where are we at in the scene?
Right in the beginning of this scene, Elektra throws a spinning roundhouse to his face, and Matt Murdock miraculously sways back. So it's like, yo, you have some skill. So right now she's trying to like probe some more jabs at him, literally some jabs, to see what he'll do and if he'll fight back. At that point, she's like, okay, game on. She's gonna throw a jab cross hook.
Okay.
He blocks the hook. He actually tries to punch back. She evades both of them. And then she elbows him in the face.
Yeah, out your
Game on.
Yeah.
Like, it's on, bitch. So and at that point, she's like, oh, come get me.
Yeah.
And then she bitch slaps him.
Boom. And he's like, oh!
Exactly.
How often would you bitch slap in a fight? Do you like to sprinkle it in? Is it like salt you sparingly, or?
I think it's a very dismissive move to do to someone, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like you would only do that if you're playing with someone.
Oh, yeah.
Like a scene like this would be perfect for that. Yeah, and I know Elodie really liked that element in the fight because she's like, yeah, she's like Cat, like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, like
come at me.
yeah, come at me, bitch. So yeah.
Nice. I love it.
Get me back.
Okay, so let's go into one of my favorite parts of the show where we ask the question, how realistic is this? Would you do the same things? Is there anything you would change?
I feel like this scene we designed was pretty realistic. Like, I feel like we would do these moves. These are actual real boxing moves. The only thing I would do differently is instead of doing the roll when the kick happens, I would just get up right away.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to expose your back or you don't know what your opponent would do if you're rolling back, you know. They could maybe like take you down to the ground. They could do a jiu-jitsu move. Who knows? They can take it to the ground and then game over.
Or they can be stunned like, that's cool roll. And now you got an extra 10 seconds because they're just standing there like this, you know? All right, so now we're gonna jump into the Defenders, where in this, it's the same two characters, but a completely different scene. And why, and what's the context with that? Why, what's the motivations? What's going on with Elektra? What?
So Elektra in season 2 of Daredevil, she died and the hand takes her body and
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. And then she becomes the Black Sky. At this point, she has heightened human abilities. She's faster, stronger. She's like no other weapon they've ever had before. So Elektra is just trying to kill Matt Murdock or anything that comes in her way. She's literally just a soldier of the hand, really. She's just out to kill.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
You die, come back, new memories, don't know, try and kill your ex-lover.
Yeah, the usual.
All right, so break this down for me, Lauren. What's happening in this fight? Because it's going way different than the first one.
So Elektra starts attacking Daredevil with one sword, and she realizes, oh shit, he has mad skill, and he's evading everything. So at that point, she takes out 2 swords, and she's like, okay, game over. I'm just gonna get you killed. And so she just starts chopping him down with 2 swords. She's gonna do a backslash and then a thrust to the stomach. She misses all those. And then she goes back for double strikes and then another thrust. And then she throws a spinning hook kick, which realistically, I wouldn't even bother using my kicks, right?
Yeah, I mean, swords are better than kicks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sharp weapons that could slice your head off.
Have you considered attaching swords to your legs and making your kicks swords?
Oh, that's a great idea. I think we should do
All
that
right,
next
yeah.
time.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. And then maybe I would fake an attack and then maybe go for the head again.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some faking action.
Are you trying to
going.
get that head off?
Yeah, you want to get that head off.
No stabs, just complete
Let's
decapitation.
just decapitate that head.
Got it. So we went from Elektra fighting for answers to now Daredevil fighting for his life. And how realistic were these scenes? Like, what was the difference in motivation? Say it one more time for the people in the back.
The first scene is more of a playful scene, getting to know each other. And then the second scene, they're just trying to kill each other. Those are completely 180 motivations and characters in a way, right?
Yeah.
So I think the first scene is really realistic, and I feel like Elektra would do all those moves in those situations. And then the second scene, if you have two weapons, that is two devastating things right there. Why would you want to throw any kicks at that point?
Yeah.
Gotta use those weapons, you know? So,
on the flip, you gotta run for those weapons.
Yeah.
Don't try, you're not gonna block swords. That's how you lose an arm, trust me. All right, Lauren, I think that about covers it all. So where can people find you?
You can follow me on YouTube and Instagram at Lauren Mary Kim, and I have a fight channel that is called Kali Diaries, so check that out.
Ooh, and make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram and join the Iffy Nation. And also make sure you subscribe to Gamma Ray, like this video, and comment below with what you want to see us break down in the future. All right, y'all, I'm out. Back roll.